Hello Aquarians, this is Luke Voulgarakis from LV Life and welcome to your quick tarot for the month of November 2024. Have you checked out your October tarot? It's worth watching it again just to see if anything came into fruition. I always like to know in your comments. Now let's see what we've got. 3 cards for my fellow Aquarians. So we've got the High Priestess reversed. We've got the Judgment card upright. Oh, and the Tower card upright. 3 major arcana cards. Big stuff happening in November, Aquarians. So let's have a look at this. So we've got this High Priestess. Let me just turn her the right way up so it's easier for you to see. There's an aspect here of having to balance the darkness and the light. So we see here that the High Priestess sits between these 2 pillars. Pillars obviously hold things up, they're structural. And the pillars are darkness and light here. And so also in this reverse position, and the moon energy that we feature here, and also the High Priestess being feminine, which again is moon energy, I feel like you're really being asked to dig down deep into the darkness, to try and figure out what is in there that's a lesson for you, what is in there that is the gold, what's going to light the way, like the moon lights up in the night sky. Where is the joy in the darkness? Where is the good stuff, the lessons, the things that are going to bring you out of the darkness and back into the light? So I think that you're going to have to start digging a bit deeper this month, Aquarians. Then we come on to Judgment card. Now that might feel a bit vulnerable. If you're going to have to dig deep and look deeper into your shadow self, then that's going to come with this kind of fear aspect, this vulnerability that comes with the Judgment card. Because in the Judgment card, this is Judgment Day. So we are completely at the mercy of what's happening up here. We have no choice in the matter. We are just navigating the process. And the nudity represents that vulnerability and exposure. So I think that in having to dig down into some of that shadow side and work on some of that stuff, you're going to start feeling a little bit more vulnerable, a little bit more exposed. But ultimately, Judgment Day is about tides turning, things changing. You're transitioning from one thing to another. And then we get this Tower card. And we know the Tower is when everything comes crashing down, but it clears the path for something new. And so it is the new beginning, right? I just think that it's going to perhaps be a heavy month, but a heavy month of real deep transition from one state to another state. And I think divinely orchestrated as well, because again, we've got this kind of angel-looking character here, which for me always represents that it's a divinely orchestrated part of your puzzle, part of your life. So I think that there's a real transitional state. I think that you are moving into the other side of this tower, which is something better, which is when things are the dust starts to settle and you start to get a brighter view. Things start to look a bit different and you can start considering rebuilding a new tower after this, but you have to go through this process. You have to lean in, dip into that darkness, and find the good in it. The way that the moon shines in the darkness, you need to find that kind of shining gem in that darkness. It's going to pull you out of this situation and it's going to help you navigate some of this stuff. So I'm not meaning to sound pessimistic at all. I think this is a really healthy transitional journey for you in November and for me as an Aquarian. So it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out. And then what is on the other side of that is going to be quite exciting, I think. So there we go. I hope that resonated for you. Please do let me know in the comments. Like, follow, subscribe, share, because all those things are free to do and I really appreciate it. And if you want to give me a little donation, you can do that at the PayPal link or the Buy Me a Coffee link that's in the description, or book a private reading with me at lvlife.com/tarot. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.